Somebody's got to be there, right, from your team. Somebody's got to be there. So there's no way to sugarcoat it. There's no way to hide it. It's just a bad, like you said, B. It's just a really, really bad look. After you sat up there and talked about the other side and how they didn't believe in their fighter, that's exactly what it looked like coming from you guys.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm looking at the quote right now. I haven't talked to anyone regarding how I'm going to move forward. I'm taking time to think about a lot of things. I wanted to make that very clear, right? So he's not happy with how that went down, and I wouldn't be happy either. Like that's got to be the last straw. Like Oscar's taken jabs at him in the past. Him and his family have felt like they've been disrespected by Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya is a very disrespectful person, right? And he shouldn't be saying a lot of things. A lot of times, he's also taking jabs at Canelo. Canelo on his way out. So it's just he just doesn't know how to. He has very Dana White type tendencies when he throws a fit, which is funny because the two of them hate each other. But yeah, I think this is the last straw for Ryan Garcia, man. Like saying he had to take time to think about things. Why would you go back to that camp, right? Okay, you took on a big fight, you fell short. He tried to come back later and fix everything and say, oh yeah, we have all the faith in him and we're gonna work on some things. We're gonna make him a champion again. That ship has sailed, man. Ryan Garcia is looking at this like, you didn't even make this fight. You didn't even want me to take this fight. You jumped on board after you saw it was going to happen. But just from the money standpoint, that's why we said there was a win-win situation for Ryan Garcia. He made a lot of money off of this fight. We don't know exact numbers yet, but I think it's estimated for both fighters to be making between 30 million and 60 mil, right? That's a piece, right? Obviously, Tank's going to come away with a little bit more, but I mean, 30 mil for Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a huge chunk of money, and really, they can run it back. That's another option we didn't talk about. If nothing happened with Devin Haney, they can run this fight back. Maybe not right away. Maybe Ryan Garcia gets another tune-up fight, gets a win over somebody, and then says, "Okay, let's do it again." That's another big fight. Like they don't need these other guys around them for that. So.
Speaking of which, when we were talking about Ryan Garcia and what's next, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Teofimo. Because I don't know if you guys saw that video that dropped, where Teofimo and his dad was in the car saying that Ryan quit.
I did see that. Yes.
Yeah, he quit and I'll die for this. Yeah, you know, all of that. So I wouldn't mind seeing that scrap. You know, whether Teofimo come off a win or a loss, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think that would be a good fight for the both of them.
Yeah, what do you think about that one, B?
Yeah, that's why I said the night after the fight when we were talking about what would be next. I thought I'd like to see him move up and fight Teofimo.
Yeah,
I think he would beat Teofimo, especially Teofimo in his current state. But I think that would be a good way for Ryan to bounce back. And then, like as I said, you know, you can always make this Gervonta Davis fight again. If the Arams are gonna, you know, Top Rank is gonna try and freeze Gervonta out, they can run that back and make that again the biggest fight, and maybe do it at 140 this time, right? And you know, then because Ryan had kind of hinted, he said, you know, he wasn't making the excuse, but you know, he was feeling tired or drained because of the hydration clause or the rehydration clause in the contract. So you know, run it back at 140 and do it again, see what happens. You know, and it would be again bigger than anything that Top Rank can make at that weight.